this is KryptoSeoul Erica's episode 8, almost near Christmas, so I prepare some costume. The weather here in Seoul is very cold, it's like below 10 degrees, below Celsius, yeah, so it's really freezing. Hi everyone. So today, there's huge news. There was huge news yesterday from the government, right? So I'm sure everyone is curious about what the Korean government officially thinks. So I would like to update on what happened yesterday and just talk about some articles there were numerous articles on this event. So less than 24 hours ago, the government summoned all of the industries, all the ministries, all the administrators in the Congress to have a discussion or meeting about the regulations and to have a solution, right? So everyone gathered together from Ministry of Justice, Ministry of Planning and Finance, Financial Supervisory Commission, Fair Trade Commission. So all the administrations gathered together to have a meeting yesterday. So it was very unexpected and everyone was curious about what the results would be. So let's turn to the article. So, oops. Uh-oh, I think something's gone wrong. Okay, 됐나? It's okay? Okay. So there was an emergency meeting, it says, and the insider information I heard yesterday says the reason for this meeting was they had no idea what was going on, and the Ministry of Justice is taking care of all the regulations now. And they have no information and to have a solution. So they gathered everyone to just have a discussion, communication, and to have compromise. Okay, so the results were that there was so it's an all-time ban? No. So it's theoretically it's illegal. ICO activity is illegal, but it's restricted. So not all investor activity is restricted, right? So it's not as extreme as everyone was concerned. So everyone was concerned that it will stop and government will be very radical and extreme. But in reality, the result is that it's not as hardcore as everyone I was very worried about it, but it's okay. So it says it's a restricted ban, but not all-time ban. It has exceptions. And if you go down, so exchanges are not banned, actually. Well, they may be banned, but they have to keep certain conditions. And if they keep certain conditions, the government will allow the exchanges to continue with their business, right? So I feel alone. And let's see. So it says, so due to this not so extreme ban, the Bitcoin price and the cryptocurrency prices remained up, and it didn't go down. People were still happy. Well, they were not very concerned, so they had, this is no problem. So they just kept on, trading cryptocurrencies and going on with their investor activity. So there was no problem, no influence on the Korean market, and so that's what happened. But the implication is that, another thing happened this week that was very surprising to me. Does anybody know about Bitcoin Platinum? There's a huge scam by a Korean teenager, and it turns out that a Korean teenager had created this huge scam. So investors were very furious about it in Korea, and they were wondering why this guy did it and what happened, and people were just furious about it. So this is the homepage that they had. It's a Bitcoin Platinum guy. He created this web page, and that was and it's tweeting, so an official account. So this is it seemed pretty formal. So people were kind of, they thought it was a fork, so it was they thought it was okay. But it turns out that it was delaying all the scheduling, and it was being pretty shady. So it turns out that, so it kind of showed the Bitcoin Platinum tweets. It showed that, I shorted off Bitcoin, and he said, I gained a lot of Bitcoin through your investment, and who said to buy Bitcoin, and he was very upfront about it, and he was jokingly saying that, you know, I earned a lot of money and people were furious about it, and so he said, you know, I'm sorry, and there was an apology on Twitter. It was pretty crazy, and there were and people were just astonished to find out that it was a teenager guy who was living like right near my neighborhood, and it was. Yeah, it was very shocking. And I think this event kind of accelerated the government to kind of like have an incentive to have sudden meetings like yesterday. So I think this event kind of was a trigger point. Hello, everyone. Thank you for listening today. Oh, Spunky. I actually, I saw your homepage. Hi, Spunky. So yeah, that's what happened. And Goran, the journalist from 중앙 Daily that I really like, she posted an article as well, as 중앙일보 actually, and about what happened about Bitcoin. So after the Bitcoin Platinum scam, there was a huge crash on Bitcoin. Yeah, and it was pretty crazy, and there was a panic sell. So a shock by Korean investors, and it was, yeah, really, I just shut down all the exchange accounts like during the weekend because I was just not very happy to see the price going down. And yeah, so that was pretty crazy. And it showed that, and this guy's personal pictures were all exposed to the public. It was all flowing online, so that was pretty bad to see. And I'm sure this guy will be the target for all investors who invested on Bitcoin due to this Bitcoin Platinum fork scam. So this was a huge event that went on. So a little more explanation about what happened yesterday. I have to go in more detail, I guess. So let's see. Yeah, I think I covered it. Let's see. Yeah. So, and another thing. So it says, yesterday there was a huge announcement, and it said that teenagers and foreigners are not allowed at all to do transactions to make an account in Korea. So that's a huge announcement. So people were pretty surprised to see that announcement. So no teenagers, I think this was due to that event, Bitcoin Platinum scam, but teenagers nor foreigners, any foreigners are not allowed to make it an account. So that's, I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, that's the major rule. And only cryptocurrency exchanges that keep certain conditions are allowed. So that's going to put a restriction on some exchanges that are backed by financial institutions, and that is banned as well. So any investment activity by financial institutions on cryptocurrency is banned as well. So that is one detail that we should keep in interest. So that's, yeah, all foreigners, yeah, in Korea. Yeah, so they will, and taxation will be imposed on investor profit that gain from cryptocurrency exchange. So that's, yeah, that is also going to happen. So people who earn a lot of money out of cryptocurrency transactions, they'll be taxed. And that will be happening very soon. So yeah, that's what happened yesterday. And if you have any questions about, let's see. Hi everyone. How to get? It's all foreigners. Yeah. Hello. That's racist. Well, I think that's due to the China ban. A lot of Chinese were trying to make an account in Korea, and that a lot of offers came to me that they wanted help from me. So those kind of illegal activity, I think that was to be banned. So I think the government is aware of those inflow of money through that method. So I think that's why they banned this activity by foreigners. So I think that's the reason. Yeah. So yeah, Litecoin. Yeah, Litecoin was pretty pretty crazy, right? So congratulations. So just to there was a suggestion last week by somebody who wanted an intro of who I am. So before I finish today, I would like to just give a brief introduction of who I am. I think I've never done this formally. So I will have intro video prepared soon, but before that, I'll just briefly say, so I am a blockchain enthusiast. So I'm working in Seoul, Korea. I'm doing full-time job in blockchain industry, and currently I'm doing blockchain research and consulting service in Korea. And I host meetups. I host all kinds of offline activities. I link community members to the actual industry players. And and so I do all kinds of activity in Korea. So anybody who will visit Korea, they can come to see me. I don't know. So yeah, I'm trying to represent the crypto industry in Korea to have a good impression, and hopefully I can get that message delivered to the government. So that's what I'm trying to do. And today there is actually an event hosted by me. It's called Tech Up. My nickname is Tech Girl. So in the space. So I'm hosting a meetup consisted of all community members who are investing in small scale to large scale, who can just freely visit and to have good dinner. So that's what I'm hosting tonight. So that's a promotion. But people who are in Korea, they're welcome to visit my party, I guess. So yeah, that's what I do. And my background is pretty unique, not very crypto specialized at all, but I was a banker, and then I went to a graduate school abroad to do political science. So I majored in political science, actually, international relations. So it's very irrelevant from what I do right now. But I think, in the long run, it will, affect crypto economics. Maybe I can do more research on governance and, see the big picture, right? So that's why I joined this space, and 6 months ago. So I'm as a newbie, so I'm learning day by day. So so I'm happy to get any suggestions and information, anything you can, provide, that'd be great. Inputs, any suggestions on my, I don't know, costume, whatever, to the show. I'm hoping to expand it not only in English but to Korean as well. So yeah, so I'm trying many things. So please, help me in any way. So yeah, the tax is not specified yet. So hopefully I'll get some updates, and I'll definitely keep you updated on the tax. So that has not been specified in the announcement yesterday. So yeah. Okay. All right. So I think we're done for today. It's very short, but I think it was very impactful because yesterday was a huge event. So yeah, keep updated. I'll keep you updated if there's any other announcements. Oh, and another thing. So this, I think this announcement is pretty lenient. It was not very hardcore. I think the reason is because next March and April there is elections. So I think that factor will play an effect on not having a government having a really strong perspective on cryptocurrency. I think it will try to kind of be in a soft stance before the elections, right, to get more votes or something. So I think that can be a factor, right? I mean, yeah, so keep that in mind, and I'll keep you updated next week as well. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next week. Okay? Okay, bye. Okay.